Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the grand final. It's Nationscup number 19 in the year of 2016, and I am joined by my favorite shoutcaster. It's Jehar. How are you doing, mate?
Hello. Pretty awesome. How about yourself?
I'm a little bit stressed. Looking forward to the game, though. But yeah, especially. Sorry, what did you say?
More stressed than the players?
More stressed than the players? I doubt it. I don't think I have that amount of pressure on me. I mean, the hopes and expectations of their nations are on their shoulders, obviously. And, well, maybe less stress on the French side since they are the reigning Nations Cup champions. This is their trying to go for their fourth time back-to-back. Really looking forward to see if they can pull it off this time. We are joined by Biddle in TeamSpeak. I wonder if he's ready for this pre-match interview. Unfortunately, the guys from Poland are not willing or able, but that's fair enough. I mean, they have some preparation to do, I expect. Let's quickly check, because Biddle is still muted at the moment, at the previous results of these teams. Well, obviously everybody knows that they already faced each other in the group of death, Group D of this year, and that ended up in a draw, a very arguable draw, I should say. It was hey, that's weird. The score isn't completely correct on the Urban Zone website, but Poland won by 1 cap on Tunga. Well, yeah, I don't know. They won by 1 cap, but one of those caps was thanks to a map bug. I don't know if we can call it a bug, but at least a map abuse, let's call it that. And that's what the admins decided. So that's why France won on the home map of Poland. But Poland won on the home map of, the home map, their choice of map, Tunga. Oh, no, sorry, that was Turnpike. This time they are going to stick to their bread and butter, the French that is. They are going to stick to Algiers CTF. And I see that Biddle is actually available now.
Hey.
Let's hope that we can actually hear him as well. Biddle.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, how are you doing, mate?
I'm good. Just had to let someone sub in so I could do that match interview.
Okay. The game hasn't started yet, right?
It will in 10 seconds, I guess.
Okay, well, we're going to be joining the delayed stream on GTV since it's CTF, and having 4 minutes of warning is a lot of stress and relief on my side. Biddle, how is this game going to go in your opinion?
I got no clue, but to be honest, we're more scared of Poland on our home map than their map.
Wow,
But
indeed.
Well, we've never played them on Algiers, that's why, and we know what they're capable of in Tunga, so
Yeah, they've just been consistently ranking up from cup to cup. This is, I believe, the first time in the grand finals for them. So this is a lot to play for right now.
Yeah, they've done good. I think they reached third place at one point in 2008 or something, but that's about it. Yeah.
Sorry, I just got a pop-up. A lot of people are now following the stream, which is good. Anyway, so yeah, your thoughts about the last time you guys met. Do you think Tunga will be a win for you guys this time?
I hope it will. The last time we had to face Poland, we did the worst performance we ever did in all of our matches, be it Clan Wars or Practical Clan Wars or anything. We never played that bad. So, I mean, it can only go better, I guess. And we lost by 2 flags on Tunga, with them capping 2 thanks to a bug. So, I guess it could be okay, yeah. I believe we can win that map.
Poland had a tough battle on Tunga against Portugal, I remember. That was their semi-final game. Was very close as well. I just got the message from Sailor Moon that the game will start in around 3 minutes. So I guess that me and Jehar can at least now join the delayed stream, GTV Watch 2. Biddle, you've chosen Algiers this time around. Learned your lesson on Turnpike.
Well, I don't know. We chose Algiers, yeah, because it's a safe pick for us.
It's actually our favorite map. I mean, Turnpike is a map we don't really like to play, but when we had to play Poland, it was at the really start of the Nationscup, and Turnpike is the most played map. And basically, we chose that map because we didn't train much together as a team, so we wanted a map that doesn't need that much of a team play. But now we progressed, trained, and we kind of have a certain team play on Algiers, and we can call it a safe pick now.
All right, all right. Do you think this will go to a third and deciding map?
I don't know. It could be. I hope not. I mean, if it goes in
You
our
hope
favor,
not.
of
You
course.
hope the same as last year that you win in two maps.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
For the people who have been following the Nations Cup, I promised that I would ask both teams if they were up for a best of 5 for the grand final. France was, but Poland.
Cheered away.
Wow,
Well,
CTF, I mean, that would CTF alone would be a huge undertaking.
Yeah, that's
It's a
true.
lot of energy to keep up.
Yeah, well,
Certainly.
best of 5 just basically makes only the best team win, and that's why That's why Poland didn't
Team
want
with the
to
best
play a
drugs.
best of 5.
Ooh, Bido, I'm not used to you talking like this.
I got briefed by my mates. That's why.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, Jehar, you're the professional. Any last questions you want to ask Bido here?
I'm actually a little bit shocked by the maybe humbleness at play here. We're gonna have to see if it turns into something else during the game. You're not missing the first round right now, are you? You'll be able to sub back in.
No, I'll let a mate play instead of me. It's fine.
Oh,
He
it's
does
fine,
just as
right.
good as me.
No
Or
problem.
better.
Yeah. All right,
Well, are you going to be
well,
playing yourself, Bido? At
Yeah, I'll
all?
be playing every other half except the one
Every
that's going
other
on
half.
right now.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're confident enough to do that.
Great. Looking forward to it. Any moment now, the game will start. So we're going to drop into the server. And thanks a lot, Biddle. Hope to
thank
talk
you.
to you after the game.
Sure.
Cheers.
Have fun.
Yes. All right. So the game has only just started. We're going to go straight in. And as you can see, the time is ticking down. What are your expectations here, Jehar?
Oh boy, watching a few of the previous rounds, it's really difficult to say. Of course, we had a little bit of a weird upset with the last match between France and Poland on Tunga here. We're gonna have to see if it goes any differently. But right now, we're watching Simka getting out of the gate, getting a nice set of frags before moving over towards the water tower. Not going to be getting very far though. That's going to be, one of the biggest choke points. But of course, we can see. Bit of movement coming out of Shanfara now, looking for some action on the flag. Honestly, I'm not used to seeing this map played too much in CTF. It's generally a little bit more TS-sided, but it's really nice to see the flags in play here just because it is such a small, such a tight map. 3 lanes, and they're just chock full of blood and bodies all the time.
Yeah, and now we're going to follow KJT here. KJT trying to defend hard, but in come the rest of the French. There are 2 Polish still alive. Shanfara going to get past the corner here and gets through L-shaped. His mates have only just respawned, so they have to cover middle especially. He returns the flag and makes it 1-0 very nicely done here. But Poland are back on the offensive.
And they've already got a pickup, but it's not going to be getting very far. Splat is trying to splat a few dudes himself, looking for some action on the fly, but he's going to be bleeding out. I'm not really seeing anybody coming up to defend him too well here. And he's going to be pulled on down. And one after another, as the French players move out of the spawn, they're just able to get the return and move right on in, getting a few frags, but getting pulled down themselves. So again, just a lot of sparks flying, a lot of bloods flying in the middle of the map. And all you need is one guy to sneak on through. And have to see if Ari does here. Pretty good hits, pretty good corner play, but he's left incredibly wounded, and as we're going to see with a lot of these fights, that leaves you with fairly few options when it comes to movement and getting in and out of the flag area.
Still the Polish trying to break in through the French defense. Shady here and BRTK dying though. Last one standing. Oh, ZMB gets the kill though after his quick respawn. Now still only 2 minutes played and already a lot of action happening. Necro here pushing in through the cobble courtyard, going to nade the spawn of the Polish. Is he going to get any kills in? Not so lucky.
gonna get a trade though, and they're all gonna know that he's there. And what you said there about the defense was right. The French over the past couple minutes haven't really been pushing all that hard. It's been up to the Polish guys to keep the pressure on. But of course, that pressure can turn around very, very quickly on such a small map here. But yeah, every time we come back to the French side of things, it looks like they're just drawing the line in the sand and making sure that nobody from the Polish team is going to be getting anywhere near the flag. But here's Sunfire. No damage yet. He's going to be maybe exposing himself with a grenade, hopefully getting a little bit of love on it. Not quite so much. 3 players move out in front of him, cutting him off and not leaving him with any options at all.
The nades haven't been really lucky for the French attack here. Only 20% left on ZMB, but he gets the vital kill, and that leaves it still 1-0. Of course, the French will be very pleased with this. I've always mix up both sides, but if I'm not mistaken, the red side is the easier side. Let me quickly check my my notes.
That's always been my take on it as well. Yeah.
No, actually, it's the blue side.
Really?
If I look at the last couple of results on Tunga, it's always curse of the commentator. Anyway, in comes BRTK. He makes it all square, 1-1. 4 minutes played, and Necro here trying to dish out a lot of damage on Shady. He successfully does so. In comes the attack here by the French, gets the kill, and all of the Polish are dead. Bender here going to throw nades into the respawning Polish. No damage though, that's the respawn protection you have. Simka with a little bit of stamina going to slide in, and KJT could not make the kill. Would have needed 2 headshots there, would have been very lucky.
I don't know, it seems that on the red side you have a bit of a better path going over the fence, and if you're the lone guy with the flag coming on back, it looks like your teammates are able to get a better angle to protect you a little bit quicker.
Yeah, it's always the big discussion, but the blue flag is easier to defend. There are around 4 points that you can create a crossfire on. We're following Arhi here over at the gardens, not hitting at all.
Yeah, he's able to get the one, but he's going to be pulled down pretty quick. But here comes Splat. Oh, taken down from the other side there. Anyway, for those of you who are new to Urban Terror, you're going to be seeing a lot of team kills here because it is quicker to just respawn than it is to run around with 30 health. Your movement speed is directly tied to how much health you have, or at least your ability to jump and crouch slide. So being spawned up is much, much better, especially in CTF.
Which is a very important aspect here, and the movement used to be really how you could divide the good squads between and the bad squads, but nowadays, well, if you're active, you're pretty much a good squad. Otherwise, well, it's unfortunate, but like with most competitions, I was checking the Google Analytics for the last 7 years. Man, we're only at 10% of what it was at the peak. But still nice to see so many clans play, especially the countries, which is always one big get-together.
Yeah, the fact that the Nationscup has been going on for so long with such a strong presence has been just impressive all around. Equally impressive, we're looking for Bender to move forward and make a little bit of action here, but there's a lot of action on the French flag right now, so Bender's going to have to turn his aggressive behavior towards defense here, as BRTK is going to be maybe the last man standing. He's left at 70% health. Looks like he's just looking for damage, as we see somebody crouch sliding towards him. No, not that grenade! That's going to be walked right on top of it, down to about 50% health. Who's that left alive on the world side? Well, ZMB is going to try to be that wall to take him on down, but that leaves Arhi with the flag. Is he going to be able to get far with it? Not so much. Just bleeding out and stops short.
So yeah, just confirmation that indeed the blue side is the easier side, so the French doing an incredible job here. For those who joined in and haven't seen the waiting screen, this is the home map of Poland. So the Polish have to really get something special going here in these last 3 minutes, which they have been able to previous games. I mean, I remember shoutcasting a couple of their games, and great comebacks.
Well, it looks like the French team is starting to collapse a little bit and just trying to deny or call off any of these attempted flag runs. And so far, so good. It seems that any time that they decide to go on the defensive, they can keep the Polish guys just running into that wall, not able to bounce off. Arhi, though, is putting together something nice here. But this pressure on the flag coming from Simca being headed off to ZMB, this relay could be enough to push them into a 3-1 situation here. Unless somebody from the Polish team comes around this corner right now, not going to happen. ZMB going to get that relay, going to get that third cap. These last minutes are going to be very critical for the Polish team.
Yeah, well, it looked like the French were pretty much on the defense, but they managed to get the perfect timing when they attack, and that's causes them to now be in the lead by 2.
Yeah, setting up that relay can be the real decider here, as the French team has managed to pull that together. Oh, we got Splat with the pickup, and he's going to be across. He doesn't have enough health to really get over this fence very quickly, but he's still, and he might be able to have a capture. 3-2 now, 1 minute 30 seconds left, and they're only the 1 cap down. They've got everything to play for right here. They were able to almost prove themselves here last time they played against the French team on Tunga.
Oh, Splat, so unfortunate. He was just waiting a little bit to make the kill so that whoever, Bender, would be out full. He is out full now, though. And ZMB and Necro, last one standing. Shady gets some damage done, but oh my god, he's bleeding to death here.
Where's the relay? It's not going to happen. Necro's going to be able to get this return. Final minute here. And yeah, you can see Necro going full defense here, but oh no, he's not watching his crossfire, especially coming over that all-important path through the middle. Ari's going to try to push through, not going to happen. Bender's going to be able to pull him on down. And there's the almost pickup, and oh, they were looking for the relay as well, but Bender is just taking them down.
Oh my god, Bender on fire!
Right now. He alone might manage to maintain their 1 flag victory here.
Yeah, and if you're new to Urban Terror and the Nations Cup, it's not number of rounds that are important here. It's if you win the round. That's
right.
Or if you win the map, I should say. At least 2 maps, best of 3 this time around. Shanfara going to pick up. He still has a little bit of stamina left. Just 2 or 3 bars will be enough to slide in. And on the buzzer, makes it 4-2.
Incredibly close game, but yeah, really got to hand it to Bender there. He was able to maintain the middle of the map and deny at least 2 full pushes from the Polish team.
Yeah, I was just looking at the results when Poland was on the blue side last time around. Let me quickly, because I had it in front of me, but then I clicked it away. That's kind of stupid. Let's see. Can I get it in front of me once more? Thank you.
All right.
So yeah, Poland won 11-3 that time around.
Wow.
Big difference. You were about to say, I'm sorry.
Oh no, we're gonna see a slight swap here, and in theory, the French side being on blue is gonna have a bit of an easier time. And yeah, I appreciate the point about the crossfire. There's so many other factors. That's why these maps are so good.
See, I'm reading some chat here. The French need to be dethroned. I understand. This is well, French pretty much are on a record here, 3 Nations Cups back to back, and going for their 4th this year around. Never seen before in Urban Terror history, which is quite considerable, since this is already the 19th Nations Cup. For those wondering who the voice is that is accompanying me, it's Jehar. Jehar is from Tasty Spleen. I think that at the bottom of your screens in the ticker, the text scrolling, there's also a link to his Twitch. But maybe Jehar, how can we reach you? Are you active on Twitter maybe?
Oh yeah, Twitter's always good. Email's good as well. I think we have a contact form on our website. But we cover everything from Quake World to Doom, to Quake 2, to Urban Terror Course. Pretty much anything coming from an id engine, we're more than happy to look at. And yeah, we did Urban Terror a long time ago on an S-video capture card. And I'm happy to see how far things have come since then.
Well, in the meantime, the second half has just started.
Alright, and so far it's a big mix-up over the fence. Simka is actually holding his own pretty well here so far. You have to see if he can make any action happen here with the Deagle, but as the dust settles, we're going to be looking at a few wave resets here. As Ari's just going on the defensive so far, so no major pushes coming out just yet, but as we have the waves come up, we might see this happen. We have two from the Polish team going across the fence. And, oh, this might be really bad timing for them because we've got two from the French team also looking at the other side here along the corner hallway. Oh, but
good push here by ZMB.
Nobody saw him. Nobody's got comms on him, and nobody's taking him down. Nobody's communicating here. Would love to hear their team speak right now, but ZMB is going to be able to get the flag. Can he get over the fence and be alive? Yeah, he will, and that'll be a very quick first cap here on the second half.
5-2 the score right now. But I think that even joining their team speaks would be a little bit of a waste, since I don't know how good your French or Polish is, but...
Yeah, well, I just wanted to hear how much yelling there would be. Like, hey, he's in the base. Hey, he's killing all of us. Alright, cool.
Yeah, some things just cross all borders of language.
Exactly.
In comes the push here by Bender. He's going to flank a little bit, get Shady out, but BRTK still on the repeat there, and BRTK doing a lot of damage here. Not quite finishing off, but...
I like this. He's going back to his spawn and waiting for the rest of his team to come on in, and then proceeding to wreck. Oh, can he get the swap over here? Well, can he hit with the Deagle? Alright.
Oh, he's out full. That's painful. Never mind. Nevertheless, Bender also. So it's 4 against 4 right now. Necro going to push in. Necro getting the kill, but he's bleeding to death himself. Oh, that's... Yeah, I don't know if he should have actually met it up. I think he would have bled on time. Still gets 60% damage on BRTK. BRTK here going to push it at L-shaped into his own nade, pretty much. But that probably was planned, I guess.
Of course it was, especially if you ask him later. Getting a return here, BGRK trying to throw some nades down the trip one again. Yeah, the nades have been incredibly unlucky on both sides here so far. Just messy nades all around. What can be a very clean push with a nade entry turns into something that you really don't feel good committing to. But Ari's coming in here looking for the damage. He gets it in on the Deagle, down to about 8% health. But he's got a teammate that he can potentially back up. Well, I guess not. Looks like he's going to be going for this solo and might be able to tie this back up.
Oh, gets blocked by Arhi. That could have been costly. I mean, that nade landed just behind Kitek.
But that'll make this a much tenser game for the French team.
Yeah, the difference now back to 2, and it is possible, definitely is possible to get those 2 caps even within 30 seconds. I've seen flag runs being done really fast. Just need perfect set of circumstances. Necro here pushing in, not and well, going to go back here. A good decision. Nevertheless, ZMB already had the flag returned.
Bit of a late return there. I was really hoping to see a bit of a relay, but it's not going to happen. Bender's going to try to get this defense, but it's going to be Splav walking it in. Or walking it out at least.
Throwing over to Shady, and Shady had 100% health. Now going to make the cap here. If he... Oh my god! On the flag. Flag on flag here. Can the Polish bring it home? No, they can't! No, they can't! Oh, yes, they will. Kitek... Oh my god, how the hell did that still manage to get capped? Great job there by the Polish. That was pretty much 9 people on one flag.
I feel like he was all the way at the end of the map and had to come all the way back to be the last.
I think the French invested too much in trying to return that flag. Here they are going to make it 3-1, it seems, and that will make it all square. BRTK here pushing. Kitek is covering middle. Great job here by the Polish. What was I talking about? I mean, 30 seconds, that's all it needed. A timeout here being called by the French. Wow.
But yeah, the momentum shift there, just absolutely insane. They may not be able to keep that momentum running for much longer here. Things should revert to normal in a little bit. But yeah, having all those bodies committed to returning the flag, putting everybody out of position, putting a lot of dudes on long spawns as well. That opened a huge door for the Polish team to come back into this. So,
certainly a tactical timeout. I'm wondering what's happening now on the French team speak, but I mean, it would be kind of...
what do you tell your team at that point? Like, hey, everybody respawn. I was like, yeah, just give us a minute.
Unbelievable change here towards... well, actually only halfway into the second half here. Yeah, indeed, the spinning bullets, that's pretty much... well, it's not a bug, it's a feature, let's call it that.
Exactly, yeah.
And, well, French here going to try and retake the initiative in the second half. They started off fantastically by capping one. Now all of the Polish are dead. Simka being blocked like a... Wow. Oh my god, and he fails the jump!
And Simka's gonna get pulled on down, missing the jump, costing him bitterly. Especially, I'm sure, they just had a nice pep talk during the pause.
Necro here making use of all the corners here in Tunga. Tunga, one of... well, actually, I was talking about it last Shoutcast. Also a custom map. There are 3 custom maps that get frequently played. It's Kingdom, Tunga, and Orbital. And, well, Tunga, really a very popular, well-made map. Bender gets shot in his legs.
Oof. It's going to slow him down a bit, but I don't know if anybody is going to be able to intercept him. I don't know. This is a dangerous angle for him to take. Is anybody able to take him down? Not going to happen. That'll be another cap during this half.
Yeah, the French leading once more.
Yep.
And chance here for the French to run away with it. Simka though dying to Splat's Desert Eagle shot.
Alright, but I like this BTRK trying to be a little bit more sneaky here on his defense. But doesn't watch his 6 there. So Simka's going to have a pickup just as everybody spawns. So they're going to all be on the run. We have the rest of the French team trying to just lay down the bodies, and this very well could be another cap.
Yeah, the tactical grenades here by ZMB. Fantastic job there, but still has to be brought home.
What a huge recovery here for the French team. And that was a really good play as well. I mean, they waited for the frags, they waited for the long spawns, and they just made sure that they had a wall of bodies to make sure that he was able to limp his way back home.
All that hard work done, well, for nothing pretty much. At the moment the Polish have to retake the flags, and BRTK in possession of the French flag. Kitek here has to do a lot of damage to...
Yeah, he wasn't going to be able to do too much there. He couldn't cross and try to relay it himself either. I like this from Necro. He's in, he's out, and...
gets the kill even.
Oh, nice nade. And this time, if he gets blocked, it's not such a big deal. But who's going to be alive here from the Polish team to do any damage at all? Nobody. And that's going to put them solidly in the lead in both halves so far. 2 minutes 30 seconds left for the Polish team to really bring things back together.
Once more, they're leading by 3, the French. They led by 3 in the first minute of the second half, but now only 2 minutes remaining, and the Polish have to bring something special here. Losing on their home map is probably not what they envisioned here.
Oy. And once again, we have a full team wipe from the French team, so everybody's going to be spawning up here, and ZMB is ready for the nades. To be able to get at least one there, and yeah, that's going to be a pretty cut and dry cap. But it's so critical if you're able to make these team sweeps happen every single time. The Polish team really needs to just stop dying when they're dying. Offsetting your death time by 10 seconds can, allow you to respond much faster.
As I mentioned in the first half, the timing of the kills is really important, and the French are just showing why they are the current reigning Nations Cup champions. And, well, Kitek gets some nice frags here, but not really getting through the French defense.
Yikes.
Yeah.
This is exactly what France was doing in the last half, but the difference is the ZMB and crew are able to sneak in and get out, and again, yeah, those frags mean that nobody's around to have a presence in mid, and the lack of mid presence from the Polish team has really hurt them.
In the meantime, Splat here going to do at least some useful, something useful in the second half. Gets the 4th cap here for the Polish, but with only 50 seconds remaining here, the French will be leading 1-0 in this best of 3.
And again, nice glory shots coming out of Bender here. Nobody seems able to take him on down. Well, just as I say that. That's going to be a nice consolation prize on this map. A really solid showing for the Polish team, but the French team really brought things back together. Really solidified up their strats. It seems that timeout really did its job.
Yeah, I really wonder what was discussed in that timeout there. Good that you remind us of that timeout here. And we're following Biddle, who we spoke to, and actually isn't doing too shabby if you look at his scores.
Huh. There we have it. GD's called, and we're going to be moving into map number 2 here pretty soon.
Yeah, the score 11-6. Sorry, what did you say, Jehar?
This was France's pick, wasn't it?
No, unfortunately not. This was the home map of Poland. Yikes. The next map will be Algiers CTF, the choice of Team France. Nevertheless, I mean, the Polish did cause an upset on Turnpike CTF in the group stages when they played against France. So who knows? Maybe they can bring a second upset here. And I should disable that. Sorry, I just noticing a lot of new followers, so welcome everybody. Hope you enjoy this Urban Terror action. Really pleased to have Jehar joining me. 115 viewers, that's a first in 2016. Hope to see you guys around in the future as well. We have a quick break, and I'm going to show you a little bit of creative artistry by by Bavon. No, you haven't seen this one yet, Jehar. I think you're really going to be jealous about this video. Here we go.
France, Team Asia, USA, Hungary, Brazil, Australia, Poland, Portugal, Venezuela, Belgium, UK, Mexico, Canada, Netherlands, Colombia. Which game's going on when they collide? You can feel the thunder. Follow a nation, support your team in Nations Cup 2016. Nations Cup. Have fun and good luck. Watch the stream and have a great time. We Shoutcast
Belgians are trying to waste as much time as possible. Aussies need to win this within, well, in my opinion, 30 seconds. Cheyenne still alive, but the Aussies know where his position is, and there we go.
Keep survivor from and capture the log on maps like Algiers, Castle and Prague. Uptown Turnpike, also Abbey, Orbital Kingdom, Sanctuary. So many maps and choices in TS3. So many voices, I don't know the language, but I feel the energy, feel the place, and feel the entropy. Nations Cup. Have fun and good luck. Watch the stream and have a great time. We Shoutcast 7
Now we need a version including Jehar.
You're right, I'm incredibly jealous. This is the best.
I'm sure Bavon can make a version including.
Thing I've seen in a while.
Actually, it's Aussies, but
yeah, okay, I believe it.
But wow. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that video.
Give me stuck in my head now.
It's corny but good. All right. In the meantime, we can see that they have joined the server. Obviously not readied up yet. These guys are the pros. They never ready up immediately. Sometimes I'm so jealous of the production value of ESL when they're shoutcasting CSGO, but it wouldn't be the same, right? In the meantime, the French have readied up. since we have some new guys watching, I'll just give a quick explanation of Algiers CTF. It's also another very fast-paced game, but or map, but the camel corner, in other words, maybe we can see it. Well, we're going to follow BRTK's point of view.
Anyone need support?
Holy shit. Anyone needs support. That means that we have just got a transition. Oh, I'm so sorry, Crimson. Crimson has just subscribed. Thanks very much, Crimson. Appreciate your support, and you've just earned your first weapon, a knife. Damn it! I did fix that it's visible in normal league matches, but not in Nations Cup.
Yeah.
Oh well. Crimson, thanks very much for your subscription. Appreciate it massively. Each and every month you will receive a new weapon if you continue your subscription. In the meantime, we have started. We're following Biddle here, pushing in through... I'm sorry, Crimson. Pushing in through a house. Arhi here doing a little bit of defense.
And yeah, like you mentioned, this map is incredibly fast. You have a very short distance between the two flags. However, there's a lot outside the flags that makes it very difficult to make those routes actually work. The shortest route, the camel corner, absolutely does need to be controlled, but that control is temporal at best. As we can see, Shoutcast trying to make a little bit of an outside route here, as well as Bender. It looks like they're already running in for the flag. Not a bad idea, as you're going to have bodies colliding. Right on flag.
Just two shots fired from that Desert Eagle there by Bender, and both of them reaching the body of the last defender. Good shot there by Shady.
Very good cap right out of the gate. Holy crap.
Yeah, this is CTF, everything happening all at once. ZMB now in possession of the flag. Shanfara giving some support through mid, but can't reach the flag. He's going to nade into the spawn. Dies though to
teammate looking at the flag though, at the camel corner. He's got eyes on it, and as everybody's moving forward towards the center building, they're going to be looking for control of the building and moving forward towards the flag. So we've got one player defending the flag back on the French team. Bender might be the one to push out here. Simca wanted some support there, but Bender could not provide it, leaving him on a good position. But who's this? He comes right out of the corner, and my god, you can see that 4-second cap. We had one French player defending. I didn't see who it was, but he was just in and out like a bolt, tying it back up 1-1 here.
I've never seen this before. Kitek only has 4 rounds left in his G36. Switches over to an M4. Very nicely done. Splat now in possession of the flag. Can't get past the corner. And Bender will be returning. But yeah, it was Bender there that messed up a little bit. He was still alive. He managed to get the kill, but it was a split-second difference between a cap and the kill. ZMB now in possession of the flag. Has plenty of stamina. Going to bring it home. 2-1. And, well, there's definitely no argument about which side is the easiest on this map. It's definitely the red side. So each and every cap that Shady can make by flanking all the way around. Don't forget that, of course, flanking, well, it doesn't bring yourself in danger, but your teammates have to do a lot of work. They have to take on 5 rather than... well, you can help defending. In the meantime, Bender is going to flank in, gets the... well, won't get the kill on Kitek, still alive.
And I like this. We have a huge flank coming up here. And like you mentioned, the flank does put you out of position in mid-map for quite some time. This isn't the fastest game when it comes to the movement on this map. Some other maps are faster and allow for more wall jump tricks, but here you take your time, you get into a nice flanking position, and then once you're able to pull that trigger, you're able to be in and out with the flag in a very short amount of time, which is sometimes preferable to crawling in and crawling out from the camel corner like ZMB is doing right now. He's down about half health. He's able to get it, and he's actually got a decent amount of stamina. He's through, and he's made a nice slide, and that's going to be another cap here for the French team. 3-on-1.
Shady surprisingly didn't react when he heard Simca being shot on his left-hand side, and that pretty much caused his whole cap to happen. He didn't have sight on his own flag anymore, and now it's Arhi who's... okay, well, the flag gets the flag runner gets killed, but there's still a flanker up on the right side.
It's not a bad place to keep the flag at the moment, though. Biddle's going to get pulled down in a little bit of a one-on-one. Hopefully the rest of his team is aware of that now, as we actually have Simka coming here towards the back end. Yeah, this is what makes the blue side a little bit more dangerous. You have potentially 3 choke points that you have to push through in order to get out towards the middle of the map. But yeah, Simka able to get a lot of damage here. Even switching over the Deagle, can he get the frag with it? Even if not, he's done a ton of damage, allowing Biddle to get in and out, or at least towards the middle building.
Don't forget, there's still that flanker who he shot before. I wonder if the French will still react. Well, that's shady, I think.
And he's looking for some damage on the flanker, and not quite going to get it. Going to take it from both sides here. Currently, we're looking at 4-on-1. About 5 minutes left on this first half. Bender unscathed, making it through. ZMB is actually taking the flag the long way around. This is incredibly dangerous. This could potentially allow the Polish team to spawn and come back in, but look at that slide. Perfect movement from him as he makes another cap here. So far, a bit of a stomping on this side of the map.
All of the Polish have died now 4 times, if I'm not mistaken, on this half, which is quite surprising. So even in a wave respawn CTF, you don't often have the case that you kill all of your opponents. But the French have been doing that throughout the whole match on Tunga and here on Algiers as well. And well, the scores are pretty much self-explanatory. 6-1 the score here. Red side once more is the easier side, but once you're leading by, well, approximately 10, I would say, it's out of sight.
Hey man, that cheeky BRTK using the G36.
Yeah.
not a bad position to be, not a bad gun to be using if you're taking that flanking route. But a lot of pressure here on the camel corner right now. Bender moving through the middle building once again, looking for any action on the flag. And actually not seeing too much. He's got a teammate trying to make his way back out of here, but ZMB is going to be getting the drop. Bender, being the bulk of that grenade, is going to have no chance of making a relay here. But I like the pacing coming out of Shanfara there. Oh no, but there's Shady making the spawn to making the return. Hopefully a beginning of the turning point here, as they have a little bit of time to start making some caps and tighten things up for the second half. But again, the flank from the French team is real.
Yeah, that Biddle managed to get into that position is quite crucial. Just shows how incredibly pushy the French are, and also Shanfara here still in possession or in control of the. Sorry, and now Biddle going to bring it home, 7-1.
And you can see the way that they're positioning themselves. We generally have 2 players holding down the center building, 1 player up on the balcony, which is just a nasty place to be. You can get sort of an equivalent position on the other side, but it takes a lot of work, and it's actually kind of harder to hold down. However, it does also allow you to make those very fast caps. Unfortunately, we haven't been seeing too many of those out of the Polish team on this side.
Bit late here for a tactical timeout. I would have liked to seen that 5 minutes ago when the French started to run away with it. But yeah, smart question there. Let's actually have a look if there is any specific reason. No, not really. Just a tactical timeout.
Well, that's what the Polish team asked in the last map when the French team paused.
Oh really? Okay.
So yeah, there's a little bit of biting back and forth here.
But yeah, it's surprising to see. I mean, throughout the Nationscup, most of the maps were played on Team Survivor. But yeah, now we have a grand final only consisting of CTF.
Which I'm not too sad about, to be honest. CTF and Intermission has always been incredibly unique.
Yeah, a lot of action.
Love Algiers. Alright, so Shady. Hopefully getting some benefit from that timeout. Going to be not quite getting the wall jump there. But looking to get a little bit of defense, but he's in a bad spot. Yeah, you have full eyes from the enemy spawn on you there, and ZMB is going to be able to take the camel corner. And just like we saw in Tunga, the critical points of the map are under French control. And we're not really seeing the Polish team really take over the camel corner at any point here.
I really wonder what kind of... I mean, it was pretty much the same French team playing the last time against the Polish back in the group stage, but something has just started to click for the French. I mean, they haven't had the best of Nations Cups compared to last couple of years, but well, whenever it starts to get important, the French just kick into gear, and well, as you can see, they're going for their 10th cap here.
Yeah, walking into the matchup today, things were looking incredibly even, if not favoring the Polish team a little bit. But like you said, the French have come out full force here, and they're throwing everything down, including the Polish team by the look of it. So 11-on-1 right now, minute and 30 seconds left on the first half here. We're going to have to see if the Poles can do just as well, hopefully better on the other side of things.
BRTK though saves a little bit of face here, making 2 caps. But oh well, nice job there with the nades, but still Simka in possession of the flag, and he is going to try and change hands. Shady still alive. Shady in a good position here to attempt and stop the cap.
They know he's
obviously
there, though, and he's not getting any luck out of his R300.
Yeah.
He was able to whip it around, but where's the rest of his team? He was up there for such a long time with no response. We saw some pretty long spawns, but we have almost everybody from the French team dead for just a second, but the timing of the frags just is not favorable for Splat, so he's going to be splatted on down as he's trying to make his way out for the flag. Shady can see the flag, but he can't quite get it. He's going to be bleeding out, very low on health, very low on stamina. He can't get anywhere near it. So 11-on-2. Again, they seem to have cranked up the aggression a little bit here and are certainly making more pushes and certainly getting more touches on the flag. They're not getting very far.
Simka's lasered M4 and silenced M4 really hitting the heads of the French players often. But good half being called here. 11-2 the score of the first half. That's rough. 9 the difference. So the Polish really have it all to do on the red side. Just got the message from SC Sailor Moon, our resident GTV cameraman, who has been covering most, if not, I think 90% of all the coverage that we have done on stream has also been partially thanks to Sailor Moon, who is our resident GTV cameraman. Shout out to him. Let's quickly see. Yeah, in approximately 30 seconds, the second half will start. So no real long timeouts here. The Polish are just waiting for the ready up, and here we go.
Awesome. Alright, so GLs and HS being thrown out here, but it's a huge ask as the French team has a 9-point lead at the moment.
It's possible, but not when you're facing such a good French side. Maybe they are going to have an off half. You never know.
The RTK seems really committed to that G36. We're going to have to see if that does any good for him. Simka right now could be a little bit low on health, but he's going to have an excellent excellent wall jump, and it's going to put him into a great position to potentially fly off the rooftops here and get a grab for the flag. But it's going to be Biddle getting that first grab himself, and ZMB's is going to be looking for the defense, and there's another cap in the hat of the French team.
Well, that's the critical 10-point difference now, only in 40 seconds of the second half. This is very difficult, going to be very difficult, especially if Bender manages to make this the second cap. It's flag on flag, and ZMB brings it home.
Alright, but BTRK, for the first time, able to make it through the camel corner and get himself another cap here. And do we have a little bit of a carousel going here? We got Splat making these next this next cap very, very quickly. Is that going to be the end of that run, or are they going to be able to cycle one more time? There's BTRK with the pickup. Splat might be able to defend, but Splat is denying himself that pleasure right now. And instead kind of giving it up here. So it's still possible, and we have, 3 players down on the French team as spawns are coming up another 2 seconds. So there's the pickup, another pickup from Simka as well, and he's going to be able to get both the relay, the return, and the cap.
Yeah, that's really nicely done here. The Polish not really able to bring a big dent in the French defense, especially considering that this is the easier side. Oh, ZMB really getting some nice hits here with the G36.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy to see the G36 being used so much in this this final.
I guess it's better than all other 300. Alright, but we're still seeing a 2-point deficit in this half, but of course the Polish team needs to surpass that by a huge margin. And what a bloodbath happening here on the red base. It's going to be going for the pickup, and Shady making this return happen, and the cap.
No cap train this time around, unfortunately. They really did need it.
Absolutely.
Shady though doing a great defending job here, but he was focusing on Shanfara all the way at the end. He should have been focusing on the flag runner. Now it's ZMB in possession of the flag, and Shanfara trying to delay the Polish attackers. Successfully, actually. Good job here by the Polish. Can they get... Well, they won't be able to get the relay this time around. Oh, Simka returns the flag 10 meters away from the cap. That's painful. Especially if it's such a hard-fought cap.
Alright, but it's still out on the board, and ZMB might be looking for the return here. There it is. So, just under 7 minutes left to go here, and the camel corner, ZMB is just holding it down. He's finally going to get pulled on down himself there, as Shanfara is going to have the ability to at least keep eyes on Bender. You have to see if he can get the relay here. Well, he's going to be looking at it. I mean, this is a good position to be in, and it's very difficult to get to. So it's not something you want to give up all that easily unless you know that it can get converted into a cap. And at the moment, that doesn't seem to be the case. Everybody seemed to have forgotten that he's there, though. They just put one guy on him to go and take him down, but in the meantime, he's able to get one more frag at the very least.
Yeah, every little bit of extra damage he could do from that position is worth its weight in gold. BRTK just getting in possession at the double boxes, but can't do any damage in the French defense. Arhi now being taken out by Bender, and Bender just on fire, switches over to the Desert Eagle and kills the last of the Polish. 4-3 the score here, and we're approaching halfway on this second half. And don't forget, the French are still leading on aggregate by 10.
Yeah, I really got to hand it to Bender. He's been incredibly consistent taking over the center building, and it seems like he's been able to hold it down almost single-handedly.
Do you think that's worth the most valuable player award?
Well, it's such a strong position, and as you can see, it allows you to put pressure on the enemy flag and also defend your own from a bit of an awkward angle, especially if you're approaching from the camel corner. You don't really want to be spending too much time looking back over your shoulder towards that doorway. Alright, but yeah, final 5 minutes, and we're not really seeing a huge change of momentum here for the Poles. We saw a bit of a cap train. That was, 2 caps. Maybe less of a train, more of a trolley, but we're going to have to see if it turns into anything else. But yeah, the positioning from the French team, I mean, every time we look at somebody on the Polish team, they're having to look at every angle looking for a fight, and they're getting it most of the time here. I mean, the ability for 5 players to have this much coverage on the map while still maintaining defense on their own flag is it's incredible. It shows why they've been able to hold down their title for such a long time.
Yeah, and we'll be keeping it for another year, it seems.
And this is really what makes Algiers an incredible map, is your ability to spread out around the map and set up these crossfires that are just so awesome. I mean, again, every time we switch to somebody from the Polish team, they're just involved in a fight that they really don't need to be involved with. In the meantime, going back to Bender, he's just making a clean cap, while everybody else is occupied elsewhere.
Quickly making a little bit of a poll for the viewers so that they can vote on who they think is the most valuable player.
Well, my vote's gonna be Bender myself. I mean, ZMB has been able to make a lot of the caps, but I think Bender's setting up a lot of those situations as well. But it must be said that looking at the history of the Polish team, at least, you know, they've been incrementally and progressively ranking up in the Nations Cup, and this is the first time they've made it over to the Grand Finals, you know, which is a huge achievement by itself. They've gone through such a huge amount of effort to get here, and that puts them in a pretty good spot for next year, maybe.
Yeah, last 3 minutes ticking down here, and ZMB is going to bring another one home. Actually, it looked like he was going to go for something else.
Alright, so you can see that we're getting some flag pickups, but if the flag is left uncovered, it's going to have no place to go back to. Ari's trying to hold down the camel corner here, but I don't really like this angle. It doesn't allow you to prevent players from moving out of the spawn very well. And yeah, just like we see there. Alright, Shady, he's going to be in a good spot here. I like this. He's
Yeah,
gonna need
another 4 seconds on this side, or on this respawn
only two players alive on the entire map, and it's Shady getting it. He's going to leave the rest of his team to get the return, and they're not going to get it. ZNB's going to get the pickup instead.
What a strange decision.
I mean, well, I could see it just like, alright, they're spawning right now. They can rush in while I'm getting the cap. And,
Yeah, but it's exactly halfway on.
yeah. So tough. Again, all this G36 with a suppressor, no less. Wow, it's classy. But yeah, final minute and 30 seconds, and yeah, it looks like the French team is going to be able to put the Polish team down, and not only in every map, but in every single half of the series. So it looks like a best of 5 might not be necessary here.
No, indeed, it's going to be the best of 2, and well, the French already showing who's boss. Kaitek still getting that kill though. ZMB going to cross the corner and bring it home once more. Last seconds ticking down in this Nations Cup. We will probably not have a shoutcast of Belgium versus Portugal since, well, Portugal decided to pretty much give up for the bronze final, which is crazy and never seen that before, unfortunately. Seems like
Melancholy.
yeah, it's really never seen this before.
Throwing it down. This was easy as expected. Oh, jeez. I'm on a hangover. Here we go. That's a grade A excuse right there, yeah. Alright, but there we have it. 5 on 9 in this final half, and definitely a better half for the Polish team here, but still such a strong outing from the French team. This will be another Nations Cup given to them here at the end of number, what, 19? Jeez.
Yep. Wow. Unbelievable. Well, it seems like your votes have been just counted, and it seems like Shady has brought most of his mates on this stream. Approximately. Approximately 50% voted for Shady.
Shady.
The next closest guy was ZMB, and after that Bender. But anyway, props to the French for winning this Nations Cup. Unbelievably close. I mean, unbelievably close Nations Cup, as in they actually are mortal. The Polish have shown that the French are mortal. They lost, arguably, in the group stages. So yeah, France for the first time in 3 years have not won every single match. But nevertheless, the French are still just far too strong for the rest of the competition. French guys winning, well, hands down pretty much in 2 maps. We have Biddle in here, but he's being interviewed by the French right now. How dare you, Biddle? You should be 100% available for us. Well, Jehar, what were your thoughts on this final?
You know, as I'm sure you were as well, I was hoping things would be a little bit more of a close game for our benefit, if not anybody else's. But no, the French team, I was not only impressed with their ability to frag, but their ability to position themselves was just right up there. So it's actually useful to other players to examine how they played this thing out. It doesn't always come down to just holding down camel corner and just holding down the left mouse button. I mean, their positioning, their flanking, their timing, especially in Tunga, their ability to abuse the wave respawns and make sure that they had a completely clear mid before even touching the cap or touching the flag, worked out well. Textbook, yeah. Almost.
Tunga was a very interesting map to view, but unfortunately, even there, the Polish couldn't show up what they did in the group stage. Nevertheless, the Polish obviously have reached the final of the Nations Cup for the first time in if it's not their history, at least in the recent history of Urban Terror. Hopefully next year we might have a Nations Cup on Urban Terror HD. I somehow doubt it, unfortunately, but at least we will have Urban Terror 4.3, which will be released quite soon. Cool. Yeah, it's looking good, and some new weapons being introduced this time around, P90s and that sort of stuff.
Need to get an R8.
For the rest, if you enjoyed this, hope that you hit the follow button. I see that we have a couple of new followers. We will be covering a lot of the Urban Zone leagues. It's the CTF, Team Survivor, and Bomb leagues, and I've already covered some of this on YouTube. You can find it on youtube.com/UrbanZoneLeague. Jehar, you haven't mentioned where we can find you on Twitter or on Twitch.
Taste is Spleen TV for both of those things. We tweet out everything that we do, and we do a ton of different stuff. Not as often as I would really like. Work and travel kind of prevents me from doing that. It's also prevented me from watching as much of this Nations Cup as I would have liked. I know that there were a few weeks that I might have been available, but had to go elsewhere. So thank you for having me on this week. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we get to see each other more during the next seasons, and for more Urban Terror, especially for both 143 and HD. In fact, I'm not sure which I'm more excited about.
Well, I'm really excited for Urban Terror HD. Sorry, for Urban Terror HD, definitely. Hope we can still manage to get you to Shoutcast with us, since it's not going to be an 8-engine game anymore.
I mean, technically, I'm also doing Dirty Bomb, which is on Unreal Engine 3, so I think I can get away with it.
We're covered. In the meantime, Bido is still talking to those pesky French on the other side of on Twitch somewhere. Well, while we wait, shall we have a quick other video, and then hopefully Bido will be back. Oh boy, yeah. This video, if I can actually find it, because I did remember that I downloaded it. Yeah, show in folder. There we go. Okay, this video has also been created by Bavon, doing some great jobs by editing, in this case, an Urban Terror HD related video. Here we go.
Wait for the game, it's killing me.
Hello?
Oh, patience, it's because
Are you guys still here?
It's probably quicker to wait for 4.3.
Or did I miss you?
Still, it's not Urban Terror HD.
I'm awake at 7:15 every morning. I start my daily routine with no warning. I'm down on my knees, making a plea. I want this game to still be free, so I stare at a blank screen, waiting for the release date to be seen. Man, I'm so keen. I've been playing this since I was 13. I've shared a few of my complaints. To me, Frozen Sand, you're still great saints. Watching out they lost by Frankie B. I'm so excited when they're in my feet. At times I want to help out, but I know that's wrong. All I can do is make it better turn to the man you sold. Will there be a story? Can I do some voices? I'll make a demo reel, give you plenty of choices. What I'm trying to say is I want to know more. What does HD even mean? Are there new weapons in store? Will this be on Steam? Will it be filled with guts and cords? Just
Wait for this game, it's killing me. Oh, patience is the key. It's probably quicker to wait for 4.3. Still, it's not Urban Terror HD.
yeah, I just want to say keep up the great work. Always wanted to see Sarah twerk. Thanks, Frankie. Put the updates are the highlight of my day. I'll stop taking time from you so you can be on your way. And when you go, can you finish Urban Terror, HD?
Just
So
amazing. Everybody, if you want to catch more of this kind of magic Urban Terror related video and singing, you can hit Bavon on Bavon the Wait. If you search on that in YouTube, you will definitely find it. Anyway, we have been joined by Biddle, as you could hear in the background.
I'm really sorry.
No problem, mate. No problem at all. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Props, honestly. How does it feel to win the Nations Cup 4 times in a row?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a very happy feeling. We've all got quite a big smile on our faces now. Yeah.
Never been done
Really
before,
happy.
mate. Never been done before, so...
Yeah.
Well, thoroughly deserved. I mean, the way you guys have been winning the Nations Cup the last 2 years, every time in 2 maps, it's incredible. I was wondering, what happened in the group stage, and what did actually work in this time around?
Do I really need to come back on that match in the group stage? Okay.
Only related.
Stage.
Only related
ahead.
to your guys. What the difference is?
I don't know. I think well, actually, when we played them in the group stage, it was the first time we were playing these maps. Like, we hadn't trained them a single time, as I said, and we kind of discovered our flaws and our strength on the map in the clan war, so we couldn't adapt much. When we played this match, we knew how we played and we knew how they played. So it's just a question about thinking, and one team did, the other didn't. So.
All right. Algiers was pretty much a rollover from the Polish side. You guys were playing with G36s, etc. Well, it's rare to see that weapon being used. What was the thought there?
Actually, on Algiers, it can be rare because usually you're players who rush. But at the balcony position, you've got a long range, and it's a decent weapon for there. I mean, you get nice hits from the people coming out of the spawns. So, I mean, I played it just because I wanted to go in their spawn, and I like playing Silencer with G36 rather than any other weapon. So it was just, a situational choice.
All right. You guys are going to continue playing in the Urban Zone League, I saw. At least most of you guys are playing,
Yes.
are actively playing at least, if not all. So are we going to, or can we expect the French to win 5 years back to back?
I got no clue what's going to happen next year. I don't know if I'll be still around myself. But yeah, definitely, if we're around, I guess there's going to be 5 players with the same motivation we had this year and ready to take another gold. And about
everybody was...
season,
Sorry, go on.
yeah, sorry. About the coming season, before the match, Splat and, actually just Splat, P and me saying, oh, can we just do an ace versus all in the final? Because, we were 5 ace in the final. Come on. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
BRTK's and be me and him.
Would be interesting.
Yeah.
It was, let me quickly think. You guys are still the kings on Algiers CTF. I remember the first game that I shoutcasted watching you guys, you were playing Paris CTF. What happened to that?
Well, we actually, in the playoff stage, decided to do 1 time out of 2 Paris or Algiers, because they're both our favorite maps. And well, each time we're like, oh, let's play Paris. No, Algiers. Like, half the team wants one map, the other half the other map. And Algiers was actually the map that we played against the best teams. So I guess we had a true training on it. So we decided, we felt more confident with Algiers in the end. But it could have been Paris. That, how do you say this? The choice was made out of nearly nothing. Yeah, it was could have been Paris, yeah.
All right. Jehar, any questions?
So in Tunga, you were in danger of getting bodied a little bit since there was a bit of that clusterfuck on that flag return. Um, Immediately after that second cap, you had a bit of a timeout. Since we weren't able to listen to you guys yelling at each other, what was the tone of that break of that meeting?
Well, actually, no one could have listened to us yelling to one another because we don't.
Oh, okay. Well, disappointed.
Yeah, sorry. Well, we took the time out because, yeah, we were in a situation where we lost the advantage we took on the hard side, and we were starting to lose the easy side. So we definitely needed to change stuff. What happened is that I was going to say Tunga again. I mean Poland. Why do I call them Tunga? They only play that map. So Poland. They adapted their strats, giving the situation, since they lost the easy side. So they played a very aggressive play, played with 2 middle and 2 bridge, doing a hard pressure, and it worked well at the start. And that's why we just needed to adapt. And well, they had only one guy covering corner, so we just left ZMB alone there, and 2 middle, 2 bridge also, and then I don't know. We just adapted. We had to just change the strats. Yeah.
Well, it certainly worked.
It did. But once again, Poland should have taken the time out themselves. I think that again, but they didn't.
Yeah, we agree. Would have been nice to see a best of 5 and maybe split over different game modes. But hey, since you're the admin, maybe next year around you could make that work.
Force it up. Yeah. Well, as I already told you, we were up. Best of 5 would have been so tense and so pure. I don't know. We really wanted to do that, but yeah, Poland didn't want.
Yeah. All right. At least on my side, I'm kind of tired at the end of this long weekend. I don't know if you guys. Well, I would like to give Bill a chance to do some last shout outs.
Well, I don't know. I shout out to Redrist again, but well, he's been kind of not that nice lately. So I guess I'm gonna shout out to Azul and Taker, who are my new leaders for the next season, and I hope we're gonna have great fun and get a gold in the Urban Zone CTF and TS for the coming one. So yeah, shout out to ZMB, who's been a very good mate for this NC, and we did a great job as both leading the team.
That's Fair enough. Jehar, thanks once more for shoutcasting with me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Hope to shoutcast a little bit more with you this year around. Best of luck with covering all the other games that you are covering together with the rest of the guys at Tasty Spleen. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Thanks to all the followers we gained this evening, and of course also thanks to our latest subscriber. We'll look forward to your opinions on that forum post that I just linked in Twitch chat. We have some plans which might be interesting for you competitive players. Also keep an eye out here, and keep an eye out on youtube.com/urbanzoneleague for all the coverage, and of course this game will be uploaded there within 48 hours. Thanks everybody for watching, and well, once more, let's end on the tune of all tunes. It's Herb Albert and Spanish Flea. Good night everybody.